Welcome to Quote and Conquer, the podcast where powerful words meet powerful action. Let's conquer one quote at a time. Darkness always chases those who wander without direction. It whispers, it confuses, it drags you back to pain, back to regret, and it keeps you chained to your past. Hey everyone, it's Joey Walters. I'm your host of Quote and Conquer, the podcast where powerful words meet powerful action. So before I get into this week's quote, I wanted to hit you with a hard truth. There's something so dangerous about living without a vision. When you don't know where you're going, life starts pulling you back into pain, back into regret, back into shame and guilt, back into the same patterns that keep you broken. You keep repeating the same mistakes over and over, and you think that you're thinking, but you're actually remembering. And before you know it, you stay chained to your past, mistaking movement for progress. This episode's quote is Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. This is attributed to King Solomon, one of the wisest men to ever live. But he didn't start out of wisdom. He was a shepherd, he became king, he battled giants, but he fell really hard and he rose again. His life was messy and painful, but he never lost sight of God's vision for him. And even though he had wisdom, he knew that wisdom wasn't enough. He needed a vision and he needed discipline and habits in order to keep him from falling apart. Hi, everyone. Quick interruption from the episode. If this is speaking to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification because you don't want to miss out. And share it with someone who may need it. The link is in the episode notes. It only takes a moment and it can change someone's life. I believe in divine timing, and that can put the right message in front of the right person at the right time to make a huge difference. So let's make this happen together. And without further ado, let's get right back in the episode. So, a little bit about me personally, because I lived it. There was a season in my life where I thought I had vision, but I really didn't. I had goals, I had dreams that I wanted to accomplish, but I didn't have direction. I was busy, but I wasn't aligned. I was driven, but I was not clear. And when the setbacks came in, they hit hard and they chained me back to my past. I lost sight of things. I made many mistakes that haunted me, and I kept reliving the past, and I couldn't really break free. And every time I thought I was moving forward, something invisibly would pull me back. And I know you've been there because I have been there. But that all changed when I started working with one of my coaches. You see, I became really clear of what I really wanted. What was the vision that I wanted to achieve? And when that happened, I was able to match my discipline, my standards, my habits, my persistency, my consistency towards that, and then subtract the bad habits out of it and get really clear on where I was going. You see, you can't move fast unless you have clarity, and clarity breeds speed. You can go really fast when you know where you're going. And even if you need to course correct, you're able to do that because you know where you're starting and you know where you're going. As I often say, it's like a plane taking off. It doesn't matter how fast it goes. If it's a couple degrees off, it's not going to get to your destination. And when you don't have clarity, that destroys you inside. It stops you, it hesitates you, it creates fear, and it keeps you chained to your past. And until I started working with my coach to get really clear on what I really wanted in all aspects of my life and have a true vision, I could not move forward. So now I'm going to give you the blueprint that I used and what I have used with my clients to help them stop living in your past and to create the future that they want. And so that way you can have a crystal clear vision and you know how to tackle every single day and make sure that you're aligned with your future self. Here are the top 5 things. Number 1, define your vision clearly. Don't be vague. Don't say, I just want to be better. That's not enough. Don't say, I want to make this amount of money. Make sure that you write it down and it's very, very, very clear. Whether you're defining the health that you want, the relationships that you want, what your identity to look like, what type of faith you want, what you want in your career, in your business, write it down very clearly so that way you can visualize it and make it very vivid for your imagination. Number 2, decide that you're no longer going to carry your past habits, your behaviors, your patterns. Remember, you think you're thinking, but you're actually remembering the past, and know that it no longer serves you. Leave it behind. It's not a punishment, but it is actually a liberation. It'll allow you to move forward. Your past doesn't define who you are today, and it won't define you who you're moving forward, because you're the author and the director of your life. Number 3, take action every single day. Even small, consistent steps over time will make you build momentum. Remember, consistency looks boring until you see what it happens. Make every single choice aligned with your vision. Make sure that you compound it every single day. And don't try to get to the end goal right away. Make sure you build it into steps, deconstruct it so that way it will last for a long period of time. Number 4, rewrite your story daily. You are not defined by what happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, yesterday. You're not defined by the past mistakes that you made. Forgive yourself for them, okay? That's who you were then. That's not who you are now. Make sure that you rewrite the story in your mind and rewrite it so that way it aligns with the vision that you want to achieve. And number 5, surround yourself with great people, with other visionaries. Remember, energy is contagious, and people can see clearly that you're taking action. And make sure that you surround yourself with people like that, because they'll hold you accountable. And when you align with who you are, your environment will breed success. So it's very important that you align with people that are aligned with what you want to achieve, or think like who you are thinking now. Quick interruption from the episode. Your past is lying to you and it's been chaining you down for long enough. I know this firsthand. But here's the great news. My book, Breaking from the Chains of Your Past, is a system I use to rebuild my identity, and it'll show you how to break free and create the future that you deserve. And here is the deal. If you attend my free masterclass by clicking the link below, I'll give you the book for free. No strings attached, just transformation. What are you waiting for? Your future starts now. Having a vision is not optional. As Proverbs 29:18 clearly states, without vision, you will perish. You will stagnate. You will stay chained to your past. But if you have a vision, you will make the greatest comeback of your life. You will be able to move forward with clarity and purpose and momentum, and you will be unstoppable because you are the author of your life. Your future is in your hands. Don't wait for January 1st or the 1st of the month or tomorrow or several tomorrows. Start today. You do not need permission. Define your vision. Write it down. Live it, breathe it, and move forward with action items every single day. Where there is no vision, the people will perish. Proverbs 29:18. Start today. Own your vision. Create the future. You deserve to reach your full potential and dominate your personal and professional life. Well, that's all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you got something out of it, and that way you can go and implement it. Remember, I always say, don't just hear the words, live them. You only live life once. So what are you waiting for? The world is yours to conquer. Definitely running with the soldiers on this one.